welcome. I'm Stefanie, and I'm not an artist. And you wonder why I can give you success criteria on that, but I will tell you in a second. And so my background is basically I'm in tech since actually 2000 when I count right. And I made multiple products successful on the market, brands, individuals and communities. So I worked my whole life with artists together. There were developers, but also real artists or brands or very also famous products. So I learned over these years a lot about what makes brands, people or communities successful. And yeah, so let me tell you a little story how my artistic journey starts. So when I was very young, I had an artistic education. I wanted to become a painter. So we were painting every day in art school, and it was very tough. Every day we criticized each other to grow and become better. And actually one evening, and I was best in class, by the way, yeah? And then we were hanging out in the evening, philosophical, very about the sense of life and like what artists do, you know, so very dramatic. And there was one guy, and he was looking at all of us and said, "Hey guys, I envy you. You are so deep and you have this intellectual conversations, and I really sometimes even can't follow. But when I think about why I do art, it's actually quite simple. I cannot do anything better." And actually, there was the worst in class, the worst. But you will not believe it, this guy is now in the MoMA, is making tons of money. And actually, after this evening, I decided I cannot be an artist because I don't have that confidence, you know. And this is the thing, you know, to be an artist has a lot to do with being bold. But I come to this in a second. So what I would love to do actually is like bringing you back into this journey of the 16-year-old. So what I would love to tell the 16-year-old what have been better for her in her life is like thinking about why you do things. So what is really the thing is making me wake up in the morning and say, this is the problem I want to solve. This is the thing I want to change on that earth. This is really matters to me. And this is the reason I can wake up every day and work my ass off to make that possible. So, but I was lost, you know, you're young, you look for this, oh, I want to become a painter, it's so romantic, you know, and then, oh, I'm not so bold, so, oh my God, I look for another destination. But when I would have thought only what really drives me, what keeps me sleepless at night, and then I would have actually a kind of North Star guiding me actually around my life. And this pattern of why I do things, what I do, and how I do it, this is really not only Simon Sinek is talking about it in the Golden Circle, this is something you can really use every day in your life because it helps you to make really great decisions. Because whatever you do, it has to really, really cater the why. And when this is not helping your why, you should just not do it. And this helps you to prioritize, this helps you to focus, and this becomes you really successful in life. At least I believe so. So this is a very interesting project. It's really serving a great purpose. It's an NFT project. It's helping actually women to really have a better education worldwide. And Malila, who is doing this project, is fantastic. And she was raising millions of dollars now through her NFT project. And she's engaging communities worldwide with her purpose. And I think this is just the thing, whatever she's doing, and she's a fantastic artist, but she has a mission behind her, and that makes her super powerful. So step number 2 is like, yeah, the question is, are we geniuses? I have lived with this myth of waking up in the morning and then you have that big idea. You know, all these big inventors, artists, you know, when you saw Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, one night, one song, it was just coming to me. You know, this myth of this genius is blessed by God and it just falls into his lap. But these people, they worked their ass off. They were musicians with dedication. Every day they worked super hard on their purpose in life. They wanted to entertain people. They wanted to be on stage and make people happy. But their hard work, you know, made this moment come true where then the inspiration comes. And when you think about here, Thomas Edison, it was not just that one time a little bulb in his head was coming up and the light was going on. He did 10,000s of prototypes. He worked so hard to make that kind of really amazing invention come true. So again, you know, nothing comes for free, but when you find the purpose and you are really on the what, you just don't give up until you find that thing is working. So when you have then one day this amazing moment of an idea and you prototype and prototype, you will see on this journey a lot of people will tell you, I had the same idea, or do it differently, or this is not working because of. A lot of people want to really interrupt you in your journey. And I tell you, don't listen to them. You know, don't listen, just be bold. Find your own way. There are millions of people out there. When you find something you believe in, just go for it. And don't make so many compromises. Don't look what the competition is doing. Screw them, you know. They're on their own path. Focus on side of yourself. And there's someone else you really should focus on. And that is actually your community. This is a people who really believe in your purpose. There are people who are actually sharing like the why with you. And this is the people you have to listen to. This is your fans. This is your collaboration partners. And they listen to you because you believe in the same thing. And this is like a very important lesson and a very good investment, is to build this community and grow together. So how you do this is a nice example. BFF is another NFT project, and it's really about bringing females worth and how they can invest in NFTs. And this is a fantastic initiative, I would say, check it out. It's like really about how to tap into this power of community and finding other communities with the same purposes and even collaborate with them. So don't be scared like, oh, they are my purpose and this has nothing really, I'm competing with them. In my life, my competition were always my best friends because we were sharing the same problems. We were going after the same purpose. So don't think here in the sense when you are going after like a big purpose, there are other groups, work with them together on it. Be alliance, build strong alliances. So there's another thing I really believe very strongly in, is like building collaborations with others. So for that, you have to know your own worth. So what is really my strength? Am I the super cool newbie? And actually, in this case, Justin Bieber is an old guy. he needed a fresh face, you know, to update his brand. So this collaboration is super successful. So he was knowing, okay, I have the fan group, but actually they start being bored with me. So who's the next fresh guy can update me? The same when you look at something like that. It's like they have the trust, they have actually the big customership, and the other ones, they are fresh, exciting, and innovative. So who am I? Am I the new kid around the corner? Or am I the brand? But my customers would love to see me. I'm like getting into the next innovation loop. So there's one more thing that's really, really important, is making your community co-create with you. And I don't know who is remembering that. It's like a little bit circle back into the past. But actually, Queen and Freddie Mercury were the first ones inventing basically to engage with your customer group. I think someone is, do you hear that? It's very... Okay, it's storming in the background, but it's fine. So he invented basically, he was singing, he was doing la la la, and then he was like, and everyone was singing back, la la la. What he did in this moment with this action was creating a memory. Everybody who was in this place, and there were millions of people like digital, but there were so many people in this room, they will always remember they were singing together this song. And today NFT is doing very similar activities. If you make actually a painting competition, or you let somebody give some open source content, and they can use part of your content to create their own stuff. This is how you engage your community and give them a platform where they can engage with you and spread your mission. So it's very important that you think about what you can share, how you can empower the community, that they have something they can create by themselves. So it's sometimes even much easier than you think. It can be just a simple thing. So coming back actually to me and my life story. So what I'm doing in the moment is room3d.com. It's my purpose actually to improve human communication. So how we do this, we bring real time cutout of people in one space together. It's in the browser, just one click away, because our purpose is to make it better for everybody. So 3 billion people now can access our service. All the devices are 4 years old. Computer, mobile phone, or any kind of tablet can one click away access this today. We are live. That means you can try it out. We have a free version. Just one click. I will show it to you. Actually, my colleagues in Frankfurt and Berlin, they just call in. And then you can see the experience. This is now a bit tricky. So first, give me 1 second. So you see it's in the browser. Actually, everybody tell you never do a live demo, yeah, with bad internet. But okay, so you see me already. So I'm in the room. Here's Kathy. This very handsome gentleman is on our booth, a visitor in the moment. And we have Ines in Frankfurt. We have Sheena's also on our booth. You can visit her later. And we all together now in one space here in Room Springs. It's like in Palm Springs. And what we do here is a lot of psychology research. It's like how we give you this feeling to be together in one space. So you see there are reflections on the table so that you manifest in the room. I have an impact on that space. Then we are the same size, you know. It's not one is bigger than the other. It's not like in the Zoom boxes where one is gigantic and one is tiny. It's about equality. It's about being together. And this, what we create here is also a memory because we are in a specific space. We explore together different worlds. And we have created a lot of different rooms. You can meet in Paris for a coffee. You can be in New York to do a workshop. Or you sit in a big conference room to make the most important decision of your company. And this we build it with the purpose improving human communication. And actually our founder is there. I'm very happy. Here's Shivat. Maybe you want to say hey. The man with the big idea, yeah. So I'm happy he had the big idea and I can help to bring it to life. And actually the big idea is really the company's Tomorrow Foundation. And this is just the first use case. We're building in the moment hospitals. We are working on bank services. So when people cannot meet physically, we want to be the second base place to meet and bringing humanity into the Web3. And don't be basically an avatar where you can't even see if someone is smiling or not. So actually we can say maybe even hello to the colleagues. Give me a second.
Do you need audio?
Can you hear us? Can you make a thumb up? Can you hear us?
Can we get audio on the...
Yeah, okay. Super cool. Okay, so very well, okay. So I think I don't have sound, but so they're all with us now. You could have a chat. When you want, we have a live demo there on the other side of the booth. And there's only one more thing I want to share with you is actually what we do next year is doing a marketplace. And that's actually our form of bringing actually... wait a second. We bring a marketplace on live out there and giving actually creators the chance to build their rooms. And this is our form of community engagement. So we are looking for the creators. They are excited about building their environments with our technology, and they even can earn money with this. So our dream is really that everywhere in the world someone can build a place, rent it out, or and make money on top of our system. And that's actually democratizing architecture, because everyone can sit now in a palace. Everyone can sit down actually at the beach. And you have no boundary for your imagination. One last thing is very important to myself. When you are very long in this business and you create stuff, it's tough. It's really tough, especially on your ego. You normally go to big or to small, but it's really important to be really taking care of yourself and balance out these ups and downs. Maybe when you have done a project like this, one day is great, one day is really bad. So to really detach yourself and being really, really, really calm and very good to yourself is very important on every kind of artistic journey. So I'm thanking you so much that you give me the time to listen, and maybe you have a question.
All right, let's give it up for Stefanie. Amazing, amazing, inspiring chat. Any questions for Stefanie? Just raise your hand. Oh, right here, right in front.
Hi, so I want to just zero in on something like concrete from your past, because you said you started a company and you made a very successful app that won a lot of awards. Which of all these different steps would you say is like the absolute most important in that one example of your having founded that?
What can you repeat that?
Which step is the most important of the steps that you...
Oh my God. It's really tough. I mean, this is the thing. There is not one recipe. You see already there were so many, one recipe, a lot of ingredients. And it depends on every detail. I think you have to be obsessed with every detail. And it's a lot of things to do. It's not, 6 things sounds even simple. It's not simple. Have your eyes open, be never tired to improve. Eyes always on the prize, on the why. You have to make tough decisions very quick. And that means, okay, why we do this? Okay, what we want to achieve? Okay, how I do this? Okay, is this on my list or is this a waste of time? So maybe this one, you know? It's like prioritize, focus, and then get the feedback. Because you start creating your own little hypothesis, you know, in your head. This is how reality is. But the users or the fans, they will tell you differently, and they are the ones you really need to keep close to your heart, you know. So be surrounded by them. I love to be here. I love to see how people using it and learn. That's the thing. It's a journey of life, right? We need to learn every day and improve.
Hi, how are you? Okay, for students' class, for example, how the maximum of students I can attend for class?
That's a good question. So we just launched on Monday our founders plan, and with this you can have 16 people in a call as long as you want. Until at the end of the year, we are actually having in our own lab already 24 people. And we will have, and I think Q1, we will go up to 35, maybe even 50 people.
So I think it's not enough, or we have more to maybe to be how we say it, maybe next year you can be ready for a classroom. Yeah, that's it.
So what we do in the moment is, of course, when you have I don't know how big is your classroom, 50 people, 100 people? Yeah, so what we do is we say, hey, 100 people in a room, is there any way difficult, right? So you have speakers, maybe you have collaborators, and then you have listeners. And this is what we play with now, with giving people different statuses. And then they can swap the status, right? Because it's otherwise 100 people in a room, you see this here. Like you cannot see them all, you cannot listen to them all. So we are experimenting exactly with these different settings. And what we do in the moment is we stream them also to big groups. So we do our town halls we are 100 people in the company. And so we have a little TV studio also and make a little show and then stream it to the whole company.
Any other questions? I have a question. I'm right here, Stefanie. Yeah. So you spoke during the. My volume's a little high. Bring me down a little bit. So you spoke in the demonstration with the room architecture, and you mentioned something about the creators could make money in that. Could you expand on that? Because it feels like, just to give you context and the audience, like the steps that you presented, amazing, and you're presenting this very kind of creative, go-getter, creator economy mindset. And so my creator economy, of course, has to be driven by an economy. And so if there is a monetization for the creator, I'd like you to speak to that and kind of clarify that for the audience.
So basically, what we launch is a marketplace, and all our users will be able then to rent a room, to put it part of the subscription, and then when it's like, and you can as a creator then set up your own price. So we have different price tiers. You will be able then to say, okay, it can be also a limited edition. So it's up to you, the pricing, because we are here to create an economy, and that means also choices and freedom, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me make sure I understood that. Okay, I think I did. So I, as a creator, use Room and create my cool bungalow castle. Okay, it's amazing. It's super cool, and I show it to my audience, and they go, "Wow, I want to be in that room too." I have the control or the rights of that room, and I can rent that room out to the users.
Yes, exactly.
Amazing. All right. Any other questions? No? Oh.
Yeah, so one last thing. So we have a little present for everybody. We have the founder subscription. Shivat said, let's do this. We do it the next 6 months for free. So when you come over to the booth for 6 months, you get the founders pack for free. It's only during Gitex, and when Gitex is over, you only have 14 days. So, but there's a free version, but the founders version is now 16 months to try it out.